Good morning, everyone. This is Heather Davis from Blossoming Light. Here with me is my little chihuahua, Wally, and we're going to be doing today's reading for January 8th. This is my first video reading, so please bear with me. I'm not very comfortable in front of a camera, but I wanted to find another way to connect with everyone and give my readings in a more direct and easy to hear manner. Okay, I started today's reading off with the Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer. I pulled 3 cards. The first is Spring Equinox, or Rebirth. The second is Tsunami, or Wake Up Call. And the third is New Moon, or Promise. I've been getting a lot of messages lately about the rebirth, the wake-up call that we've had. Actually, I think I wrote about the wake-up call last week sometime. 2015 has been a rebirth for all of us. Many of us have been undergoing this for quite some time, from anywhere up to 10 years. We've been going through these changes that are preparing us for 2015 and the new people that we are becoming in this year. This year has brought some really rapid changes between dumping old ways of being, old ways of thinking, putting us on a fast track toward manifesting things almost instantly, energy shifts, crazy energy shifts, stresses, things like that we haven't been used to. It's been a huge flux of emotions and events that our heads are probably still swirling. I mean, we're not even out of the current energy shift that started on New Year's Day. However, these changes are just one more step in completing the wake-up call that we've been dealing with over the last year or number of years. For many of us, 2014 was awful. There were huge changes, there were huge pushes, huge shifts. Me, for instance, my head is still swirling from events that started last April. So it's been almost a year. There have been a lot of changes, and 2015 is now our time to kind of relax and awaken, however, not relax to a point that we actually relax. We need to wake up and we need to act. We're now waking up to a life of gratitude, universal service, helping humanity, things like that. Now, it doesn't have to be through spirituality. It could be many different things, but our spirituality will always be our base. As I was reading and connecting first thing this morning, the card I got for the rebirth, the words that they put in my head were, "Here we go," and they showed me taking the plunge down like a big water slide, and it basically saying, get ready for action, because action time is here. Many of us may not know exactly what that action is, exactly what we need to do, or exactly what we're here to do, but we just need to be open. Listen to yourself, listen to your guides, get out of your head, let yourself be led. Let the universe lead you to what your heart is feeling, because your higher self speaks to you through your heart. Your guides speak to you through your heart, and of course your third eye. But for those of you that may not be completely connected with your third eye and with your intuition, you want to go with how you feel, what's in your heart. 2015 is not a year to sit and wait for something to happen. I mentioned being led, but you want to be led into action. I've been getting a lot of mixed messages lately. One day it'll be action, activation, take action now, get moving, go out there, do something. The next day it'll be like, have patience. And I asked my guides this morning, because this morning again was mixed messages, and what they're telling me is that there's a line between taking steps toward action and forcing action. We want to make plans for the action. We want to take the steps toward making our goals happen. However, we don't want to force our goals. They showed me an airplane taking off. You know how an airplane it lines up, gets its momentum up, goes down the runway, and finally magic happens. It lifts off. Of course, we all know it's not magic, it's science. However, that's kind of what we want to do with our goals. Our goals are down there at the end of the runway. The goals are what we are striving for, takeoff. And we have to line everything in our lives up. We have to make our plan. And then we have to get our momentum up. We have to take the action. We have to make the goals happen. However, we can't just push a plane off the end of the runway and let it fly. We have to know the point to step back and let the universe take over. That's where our faith kicks in. We are on the cusp of new beginnings, very promising and advantageous times, and we're surrounded by opportunity. We are still in a waning moon right now. I'm an earth witch, so I follow the moon cycles very strongly. So right now in the waning moon, I personally don't like to take a lot of action. I like to plan. Now we're going to go to a waxing moon. The new moon is going to be the day before Mercury goes retrograde. Speaking of Mercury retrograde, we're currently in its shadow right now. I haven't focused on any messages about that, but I will in the days to come to relay that to everyone. But for right now, take this time to get your ducks in a row, kind of. I hate that saying, but it kind of works. My guide showed me like a chef on a cooking show. You know how they have all those little dishes with all their ingredients in the dishes, and so when they finally start cooking, all they have to do is pour the ingredients in one at a time instead of measuring and calculating each individual ingredient as they're cooking. So right now, take this time to start making plans for your action. That was one of the messages for today. Start organizing. And I think I gave this message to everyone a few days ago to strategize, kind of in January. And especially since we're going into Mercury retrograde later this month. Take the time to think about where you want to go. Make the plan. Put in the effort toward planning. Don't necessarily just throw yourself out there, although we do want to act in so far as planning where your goals are going. Okay, so for today, focus on your goals, what you want to come this year, and start brainstorming ways to do it. We're getting exercise in listening to our intuition, what we want versus what we think we want. That's where our heart comes in, and listening to your heart, because your heart is a really good connection to your intuition. Your heart is a really good connection to the universe and what your soul wants, what your higher self wants, and what your guides are telling you to do versus what's in your head. An exercise, a great exercise, is taking a piece of paper, writing down one goal. For example, maybe you want to run a marathon this year. I know that's maybe not the best goal, but this is just an exercise. So run a marathon on your sheet. Brainstorm all the different ways that you can prepare for running a marathon. Maybe like running every day, or mixing running with cross training, or running every other day. Ways to eat, equipment you need to buy, things like that. Look at that list over and over and over, and as you really focus on each one of those options, let your heart tell you whether that's the best option for you. You should feel, at least for me, I get really excited about one thing or another. I can feel it in my heart. My energy starts increasing. At times I will start shaking. I get so filled with energy about what I what is in alignment with my higher self versus what's in my head and what I think I should do. So go through your options. Do this for all of your goals. I have 2 different businesses, so I'm going to be doing brainstorming for one business, another business for my family, for my marriage. All of these different things are going to be different goals that I'm going to start brainstorming for, and you should all do the same. Get into that habit of listening to your heart, listening to your gut, versus weighing options in your head. Is this option better because of this, or is this option better because of this? How does it feel? Feeling is your key to connecting with yourself and knowing what you should be doing on a soul level versus what you think you should be doing. Also ask your guides for help. Your angels, your ascended masters, loved ones that have passed on, they're all there with you. So connect with them and ask them for guidance. Ask them to send you ideas. Ask them to introduce you to people that can help you, that can put you on a path, and show you the way of where you need to go, where the universe wants you to go. Be open to new ideas. Open your heart, open your mind. Just because you don't think it might be the right way or the right path, trust your gut in those situations. The universe is going to be leading you. Your guides are going to be helping you. Ask for them to protect you against people with not so good intentions. So it'll help you distinguish between the people that may be there in a less than stellar way versus the people that are there to help you on your path, to help you get your goals. We really want to get you connected and focused with who you are to reach your goals, and to also be in alignment in what you're here for, why you're here to serve the universe. You can do it. Okay, I'm signing off for today. I hope this wasn't too much of a horrible mess of me on video. Please message me with any questions, and I will be back in the next few days with another video, and back tomorrow morning with at least a writing. Okay, take care. Bye.